it's always been weird. People have been weird, and I've caught everybody red-handed. I caught Coach Cadriel at St. Joseph's Academy down here in high school, changing my grades red-handed. Martinez's grades. Oh, the cat's out the bag. Lying, changing his to be better grades and mine to be worse grades. Why? Because they rigged the whole system for Coco Martinez and Gus Elizondo. This is why Gus is still jealous of me today. That's why he sent Sam to commit a crime towards me, who was an attorney down here. All those people work together that I've named. They work together, they're corrupt. Right, you're not a real lawyer, and neither is Sam. So what do you mean? And you know you're not. You're a gang stalker, right? I mean, gang stalking is a crime. I mean, right? So that's the way it works in this country. In this country, you don't run nothing but your mouth. And like I said, it is what it is because all those people already had to back down to me anyway. And I handled every situation the right way, which is what they didn't want. They were trying to silence me. They've been trying since day one. Why? In the process, you just told on yourself. Smart one. You told me everything I need to know. And now I'll never be silent. Feel me? Just like Tom Cruise said in Minority Report. What now? How are you gonna what now? Huh? How? How are you gonna make me be quiet now? You can't. Everything they sent, everything, like I said, these people had military connections, was putting stuff in my food, sent people at me to actually try to do things, right? Every time foiled a plot, owned them, right? Sunned them. They were crying, literally had people crying every time, right? While they trying to target me and then lie on me. Everything to try to set me up and silence me. Always around the areas of where you talk, the mouth, jaw, right? I had a jaw for 2. What are you talking about, man? What? Have a government pathogen for the rest of my life, untraceable, incurable. They'll never go away. You know what I mean? And I'm the strongest being that ever walked this planet. The things I go through on a daily basis because of what I've been through are unbelievable, and I won. See, that's the thing. You can't go on the internet and say I didn't win. I won. I defeated you. And you know I defeated you. I've backed everyone down. What do you mean? Nah, bro, that's not what happened. See, these people, they couldn't win, so they wanted to go on the internet and start typing. Yeah, it don't work like that. Public knows the truth. The people know the truth. I'm not going to ever let people play games with me. You ain't going to win in nothing. Feel me? So like I said, at the end of the day, I've been through hell, man. I've been through everything and more people couldn't even imagine. And I just keep on a ticking. You feel me? Like I said, let people do what they do. Let them feel how they feel. I don't care. It's all irrelevant to me. Why would I care? What, like, it ain't going to do nothing for me, bro. It's not. You know what I mean? For me to be holding on to stuff, I'm all right. Feel me? Like I said, we getting this money, right? Whether it's now or in a little bit in the future. Like I said, I really would like to use that $3 in the bank. Like I need to get something to drink, something to eat. I mean, these people literally won't let me do nothing. I mean, it's crazy. All because of pettiness when my checks are already, my check's already made. So, and it's $182 and some change. That's amazing. Give me a round of applause. These folks could never come close to me, could never hold a candle to me, could never compete with me. I'm the boss. Like I said, don't ever talk money with me, man. I've seen more money than anyone who ever walked this planet. You're funny. Nothing changed. I'm the same person. What do you mean? We go through different time periods. Right now, this was a period of struggle and stagnation. I'm glad that I went through it. It's part of God's plan, right? That doesn't erase all the money and success I've made and had. What are you talking about? So see, you just have to be fair. That's why we slow down and we have a real conversation. So like I said, people really trying, they all upbeat, they trick and impress, really trying to womp, 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 right? And rewrite all the history. Like, dude, you are so pressed about my success. They can't handle me, bro. Real talk, that's all it is. They just cannot handle me. I got them all worked up. Why would you think that opening your mouth is going to change all the success I've had? Like I said, it's on bank statements. Bank accounts with over 300,000 of them. That's what y'all were obsessed with. Millions, made millions every year consecutively. Every time they see me, I'm calling them up from Vegas on over 60 grand. probably worked my way up to like in my life several times. I probably worked my way up to $250,000. Like what? Every year I made literal millions of dollars. I'm not joking. What do you mean? I have plenty of equity to show for it. And like, I never wasted money. I spent money. I did a lot of things. I had a lot of fun. Y'all just wish that you lived my life. You wish you were in my shoes. Well, you're not me. You're not willing to work for it. I earned all of it through hard work. So, see, this is what you get when you run your mouth. When you run your mouth, you get the cold hard truth that you really can't handle. And that's it. We don't got to do what you do. It doesn't need to be reinforced and repeated. No, I'm just going to remind you. You understand? It just is what it is. Like, you be successful to enjoy your success, not to sit there and keep talking. These people, like I said, they want people to not be able to enjoy things and enjoy their success. Misery loves company. That's all that is. That's just somebody trying to steal your joy. Bro, I'm so proud of myself right now for what I've accomplished. You understand? That's why that's such a silly thing to do, because it doesn't exist. It's not possible. You feel me? I'm happy, man. I'm even happy right now. Things are impossible. They're hard. I keep pushing. God gives me strength every day. Look at what I'm doing in front of your eyes. These folks, this entire 2 years, have tried to give me nothing, no resources, no nothing. You all put me in this position. It's your responsibility. And in court, they're going to tell you that. Y'all owe me tons of money in punitive damages and everything. Costs, everything. So like I said, we just going to keep on winning. We just going to keep on moving forward, right? Let these people stay stuck where they stuck at. Every time, bro, like when I come back here, I see the same fools stagnated, stuck in an energy. Yeah, y'all probably don't like me for good reason, because I'm running circles around you in life. That's the thing. A lot of these people, they all have nothing. They want to get on YouTube and have life competitions. Again, I was never part of that. Every time you're trying to talk, you start doing these weird things and having other people speak for you. That's weakness. Talk is you. A one-on-one conversation is exactly that, a one-on-one. It don't involve nobody else. Y'all can't even do that. Like I said, I'm not looking for your validation. I validated myself. God validated me. I know who I am. Yeah, I know my life is real. I know my success is real. I know my cars and my car lot are real. Yeah. Got my homie holding my E-Class Mercedes, paid for cash. And these folks are so jealous, they want to come up to me online and tell me, oh, you're not who you are. Yeah, boy, that's the weirdest thing I ever heard. What is that? What kind of game is that? I don't know where they do that. It makes no sense. I'm all right. Like, what? That's the thing. They just want to say something in their delusion that you can't respond to. Like, okay. That's why we don't have y'all approaching me online, because it's weird. Like, it literally affects your system. It just, who does that? I've never heard of somebody doing that and then thinking, oh, I'm affecting, so I'm cool now. What? Like, okay. But I'm here happy and rich, and you're poor and miserable. Huh. Right? Like, that's why you're doing that. Like, you don't see me doing that, right? Right, because educated, genius, successful, happy folks, they don't do that. And that's the whole thing. Like, no, that's your answer. No. So, like I said, that's why I'll never have a chat room. Done talking to the public completely. Done to talk about, man. Y'all tried to actually sit there and pretend with me like you could deny my success. There's nothing to talk about. Like I said, it's all good. You understand? Because it ain't all good, and we all know what it is. I don't got to explain it no more. I've painted the picture perfectly clear. Y'all know exactly what it is and what time it is. So, like I said, let people run their mouth. Let them do what they do. People talk backwards is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like, what? And then act like they've accomplished something. Y'all got a whole team of people, and you can't afford a hot dog. I'm confused, bro. Like, seriously, I'm confused. You think them little corny small donations to these evil folks means anything? That ain't nothing. They just gonna throw that money away on their habits anyway. That's all y'all do. Yeah, y'all are not what you're saying, Inc. You're addicts, Inc. That's what you are. You're weakness, Inc. Yeah, that's what you are. You're you're a failure, give up on everything, Inc. That's all you are. You just take advantage, and then you sit there and you let weak individuals go over there to get some kind of, I don't know what, sense of something that's not there and an identity. That's all Satan, bro. That's the devil deceiving all y'all. Y'all have fun with that. The devil uses everyone, and that's it. He doesn't care about you. Real talk. The devil expends everyone. He don't care who you are. He gonna use you, and then that's it, and you're useless to him. You feel me? He does everybody the same way in this world, and that's the problem with these fake elites and these evil people who gave into power. There's no power, but to the devil, to Satan. They don't understand. He's gonna do the same thing to you. That's how I knew. That's how I made these predictions, and they keep coming true. There was a Joker video just came out. I could put it up, but for what? I already know what it is. Y'all trying to act like you can't read a community wall. When you talk to me, acknowledge all the years I've spent talking, all the points I've proven. You can't approach me without catching up to the content. We're over here. Y'all are way, way back there. Y'all stuck in like 1940s with it that didn't happen. I don't know what you're talking about, man. You know what I mean? Like, real talk. Can you imagine thinking that's game? That's weird. You know, like you're not even in denial. Y'all know what it is. That's why you're doing all these habits and things right. See, that's the thing. You can't claim to be in denial. It's either lying or fake. You can't claim to be in denial of my success and my life and everything in the future, right? If you're then in the process doing all these tactics and wishing that you could stop, if you're trying to leave a comment on every comment box and you're saying things that make no coherent sense, like I said, what is that? Like I said, we've got people unhinged, bro. That's all that is. They're just unhinged. Okay, that's fine. You know what I mean? We respect the fact that you're unhinged. Okay, and you need to calm down because it's very disturbing. It's very odd. It's very weird. And I don't know why you're acting like you're smirking all the time. You're not. I don't know why y'all act like you're laughing. You're not. You're very upset. You're very, very upset. You're very distraught and you're very mad. And I figured you out. So when I tell you, hey, listen, I can see through keyboards and computers. I can't. I have a gift of intuition. I can see that you're unhappy. You're sitting there serious faced and you're going out your way wishing that you could affect me and you can't. That's all it is. You understand? When I catch you red-handed, you have to admit it. So like I said, grow up, be mature, follow the rules of the game. That's it. Y'all don't know how to follow rules, you're disqualified. So like I said, I'm gonna keep on winning, man. Because these people are petty and immature. They're trying to win with words and win a conversation. Conversation don't mean nothing, man. We won in these streets. The end. See what I'm saying? We already won. We already defeated everybody. Let them talk, coach. Let them do what they do. Give me a second here.